what's the future for consultants? Like if there's going to be a large language model that's going to be trained in all the consultant case studies of the world and all the business and marketing tools of the world all fed into it, and it's just going to be like a portal where businesses can go and just ask a particular business question and get feedback.
No, I'm thinking in a different way. Let's look at a consultant. Okay, you're desperately in need of a doctor, and doctor is busy, not available, traveling. He can actually use such kind of something which is probably when he is using his avatar. He has this app. A client comes back and he is asking for an advice. This will basically work. So it will continue to get more and more evolved. It will basically try to understand, because partly when you know that who is your client, you can feed in the basic data. And if the same person is basically asking you, calling you up, and you are busy, this will basically take the feedback, try to give the answer. But at the back end, it's also generating some kind of feedback for a doctor. So whenever he is free, he can go through, the response that has been given, and if there are any corrective action that needs to be taken. And believe me, this is going to be useful for them who are busy, and for those who are not able to go in person and meet. So this is something which is going to work very well.
The whole AI tools are gonna improve our efficiency and productivity. It cannot replace a human being, because till I don't keep nudging and prompting correctly, it's not going to give me the final output.
You have to think out of the box. Really.
And without the real world exposure, how can you get a final answer from a bot, right?
Absolutely. So I'm going to use two words that you guys mentioned. One is nudging and one is thinking. Okay. I'm going, say, 20 years in the future from now, where most of the world has a Neuralink chip in the head. Everything is getting more and more digital, so all your digital data is out there in the world, and essentially all the AI models of the world have all the data of everyone who has existed on this planet and who are right now living on this planet. So I don't have to prompt anymore. I just have to think. I just have to think that, okay, I need this. I need to figure out this business plan. I'm feeling a little low right now. I need to this, and the AI voice is talking in my head. Do you think that sort of future is going to exist?
It's not the future, it's the present.
It's the present?
I'll tell you, prompt engineering as a career is also gone.
Okay.
Why? Because prompting is not a skill anymore. It's just going to be very easy to prompt, because earlier when you used to say, right, that you need to build good prompts, etc. This is a year back. It's not like 20 years back, right? Now, no, I'm using simple English. And what you said is basically application. So I'll give you two concepts. One is when you have two AI models working together, that's fine tuning. Okay, so let's say text to image, image to video are working together. That's fine tuning the model and getting the results. Okay, and there is something known as, what you said is IoT, robotics and applications of AI with the hardware. Right, so the device which you said is already there in the market, right? It's already there in the market, where it's currently, you said it's basically a earphone. It will come to your lens, and if you know about AR, VR and Apple Vision Pro right now, what is it about? It is about this, that here I'm sitting in my couch, I'm just visualizing things and my work is done. Right, so this is the future, and in not next 20 years, but I'll tell you by 2027, the world is going to change, right? And I'll slightly disagree with him that will AI replace people? Yes, I would still say it will replace people who does not know, which we actually, it's a social media line, right? That people who does not know how to use AI, they definitely get replaced. But it's like internet times, right? When internet came in 1990s, everybody was like job guy, but now everybody's using internet. So I'll just tell you that the jobs will change in nature, and it will be like a Pareto's rule, like 80-20. Companies will go to like 20% of their revenue will be coming from where? If you go today, what is your company revenue coming from?
Yeah, like the Pareto distribution basically is like 80% of your chunk comes from the 20% of that effort.